Yo, my name is Nikias, and today I'm going to talk about two methods to calculate your maintenance calories correctly, especially if you're trans and on hormone therapy. So, if you've ever wondered, should I put male or female on a calorie calculator? This video is for you. But before I get into that, if you are interested in one-to-one online coaching, or if you'd like to purchase a custom program, check out my website or email me. All of the links are in the video notes. And without further ado, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the video, and pun very much intended here. First off, I'm a writer, so I want to start with the definition of maintenance calories. This is the amount of calories that you need on average across a period of time in order to maintain your current weight. Calories are a unit of measurement for energy, and we expend or burn energy by existing and carrying out our daily activities. We then replenish that energy by eating food. When we're eating more calories or more energy than we burn, the body is very smart and stores the excess away as body fat. Whereas when we're eating fewer calories or less energy than we burn, the body is also smart and converts some of your body fat into energy. That's how people respectively gain and lose body fat. So if you burn 2000 calories and eat 2000 calories, you are going to maintain the same body weight and the same body fat stores. Obviously, we don't burn the same amount of energy or calories every single day. Your daily maintenance calories are going to fluctuate depending on your activity levels. So what I'm going to do is help you work out your average maintenance calories. That is the number of calories to eat on average over a number of days in order to maintain your current weight. Next, here's why knowing your maintenance calories is important. Your maintenance calories are your starting point. Once you know the calories that you need in order to maintain your weight, you can more easily work out the calories that you need in order to cut or bulk. And now here's how you estimate your maintenance calories. I'm going to talk about two methods: the calorie calculator method and my favorite one, the personalized method. I'm going to cover the calculator first because it's more popular. Most people try to use a calorie calculator, don't they? However, there is a difference between cis people and trans people. All that any cis person out there has to do is Google calorie calculator and plug in their data. And if you're looking for a calorie calculator, I like omnicalculator.com personally. It's got a range of different calculators, including a total daily energy expenditure calculator, or TDEE calculator, which is what you're looking for here. However, for us trans people on hormones, just finding a good calculator isn't enough. Which sex are we supposed to pick, right? So here are 3 strategies that you can pick from. And by the way, if you want these 3 strategies neatly outlined for you, I wrote a whole blog article on this that's free to access on my website. Just click on the link in the video notes. Anyway, let's go back to these 3 strategies to pick your sex on these calculators. Strategy number 1. Pick a calculator based on a formula that does not rely on sex. An example of that would be the Cunningham equation for athletes. You don't need to worry about your sex if it isn't there, right? Strategy number 2, base your choice of sex on the stage of your medical transition. If you're not sure what this means, I highly recommend that you look at the WPATH guidelines. WPATH stands for World Professional Association for Transgender Health, and they provide guidelines on how long it may take for masculinizing and feminizing hormone therapy to start affecting your body, and how long it may take for these effects to be maximized. So you can use these timelines to make an educated guess on the right sex to pick for yourself. For example, based on the WPATH guidelines, which are evidence-based, I forgot to mention that. Anyway, based on them, people taking testosterone seem to start experiencing fat redistribution and muscle growth after 6 to 12 months. And these shifts seem to take 2 to 5 years to reach completion. So, if you've been on testosterone for these 6 to 12 months and you've experienced some noticeable body composition changes, you've noticed that your muscle mass has gone up and that your body fat has redistributed in a more male-like pattern, then you may want to choose male instead of female on a calorie calculator. Strategy number 3, use the caloric estimation for both sexes as a range. For instance, let's say you pick female and the calculator gives you 2200 calories a day as your maintenance. And if you select male, it gives you 2400 calories. Well, now you can set the 2200 to 2400 calorie range as your target. Then you keep track of your body weight fluctuations for 2 to 4 weeks while being consistent with this target range. And if you are maintaining within a range of a few pounds, then the average calories that you're currently eating are appropriate to help you maintain your weight. And it's not at all a problem to use a caloric range as opposed to a single number. And that's actually what I do with all of my clients. I never just give a client 1800 calories as a target, for example. I usually give at least a 100 calorie range. The reason for this is physiological and psychological in nature. Physiological in that the metabolism is much more complex than a simple mathematical equation. So your body doesn't maintain on 2000 calories, but if you eat 2050 calories, all of a sudden you're gaining a ton of weight. That's not how it works. And the psychological part of the reason is that I work with a lot of clients with perfectionistic tendencies or an all or white mindset, whereby if I told them, let's hit 1800 calories, and they ate 1803, they would be concerned about the results when there is no need for that to happen. Anyway, I'm now moving into the second method to estimate your maintenance calories, which is my favorite for 2 reasons. Number 1, while calorie calculators are based on fitness formulae that are in turn based on research-derived averages, this personalized method I'm going to talk about is based on your own individual data, so it's going to be more accurate. And number 2, this method gives you the opportunity to practice tracking your calories and macros. Nobody talks about this very much, but tracking is a skill, and the better you get at this skill by practicing it, the better your results are going to be. Now, here's how we calculate your maintenance calories with my personalized method. First off, you track your calories and macros for 2 weeks. Second, you track your body weight on a scale for 3 to 7 days each of the 2 weeks. And you want to do this as soon as you wake up in the morning, before you drink or eat anything, wearing as little clothing as possible. Underwear alone is absolutely fine. And if you need to go to the toilet, you go to the toilet first and then you jump on the scale. If you don't need to go to the toilet, don't worry about it. Just weigh yourself. And third, you are going to work out the rolling average caloric intake and rolling average scale weight for each of these 2 weeks. By tracking your calories and macros, you're tracking how many calories you are putting into your body, so your energy intake. By tracking your weight, you're going to get a proxy of how your body is responding to the calories that you're eating versus the calories that you're expending. Now, you want to grab pen and paper because I'm going to cover some math. So, to begin with, let's use this heuristic. 1 pound of body weight is roughly equivalent to 3,500 calories. It's not an exact science, but it is a helpful rule of thumb that is actually derived from scientific studies in which they researched how many calories a pound of human fat typically contains. To make the math a little easier to follow, I'm going to use a practical example. In week 1, you weigh yourself for 7 days and your weight averages out to 155 pounds. In week 2, it averages out to 156 pounds. So from week 1 to week 2, you gained 1 pound.
Unacceptable!
And if 1 pound equals 3,500 calories, then this means that in week number 1, you ate 3,500 calories above your maintenance calories. If you divide 3,500 by 7, like the days of week 1, this gives you 500 calories, which means that you ate 500 calories above your maintenance calories every day in week 1 to result in a 1 pound gain in week 2. Now, in week 1 and 2, you also tracked your calories, and the average in both weeks was 3,000 calories per day. So to estimate your maintenance, you math it out as 3,000 calories, which is your maintenance calories plus the daily surplus of 500 minus this daily 500 calorie surplus. And the result is 2,500 calories. So your estimated maintenance based on these 2 weeks is 2,500 calories or 2,500 calories. Before wrapping up this video, I want to share some really important considerations for you to keep in mind. Number 1, all that these methods do is give you an estimate, not a perfect calculation of your maintenance calories. So use it as a starting point. In some cases, you'll be right on the money. In other cases, you'll notice that your weight either keeps trending down or up, which means that you're eating in either a deficit or a surplus. So if you notice that your calculation is a little off and you're losing weight and you don't intend on losing weight, bump up your calories by about 100. And if you are gaining weight and you don't want to, reduce it by 100 and continue adjusting with these small changes of about 100 calories once a week until your weight seems to stabilize within around 2% for at least 2 weeks, because we're not expecting the exact same weight all of the time. Your weight is going to fluctuate daily and to an extent weekly as well. But if you are maintaining within a range of a few pounds or about 2% for at least 2 weeks, then you've pretty much nailed your maintenance calories. Consideration number 2, don't use the personalized method if you are PMSing. A lot of people gain weight during PMS, irrespective of how many calories they're eating, because of hormonal fluctuations, not changes in fat or muscle mass. So you want to wait until you lose this PMS weight, which mainly comes from water retention, before you run your calculations. Consideration number 3, the last one for today. There are a lot of factors involved in scale weight fluctuations, which is yet another reason why it's important to treat this estimation as a helpful starting point rather than gospel. And that is a wrap for this video on how you can estimate your maintenance calories. Now, what do you think? Should I make a video on cutting or on bulking next? Let me know in a comment. I would really appreciate your input. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.